Hello everyone, welcome to Cracked Up Games, and not gonna beat around the bush or anything. So this is what's been going on. I haven't posted videos again, why videos might be slow, at least for a little bit. Um, so I've still, unfortunately, been having computer trouble. Every time I think I've got it fixed, it only stays stable for like a day or two, and then just completely throws me off all over again. But I do believe I've figured out the issue. Um, Unfortunately, in the process of figuring out the issue, I haven't really been able to record or edit or anything. So, for those of you that don't really know much about computers, they have something called safe mode, where basically, um, like you boot up the computer in safe mode, it opens up just the bare minimum amount of stuff to actually run the computer. Like it doesn't fully use the graphics card, doesn't even load audio, anything like that. You have to actually choose a specific option to even have it start up with an internet connection. Um, so because of that, I haven't really been able to record anything because my graphics card's not doing anything. I don't have audio. I can't edit because graphics card isn't doing anything to be able to actually handle the video rendering, and again, I wouldn't be able to actually do anything with the audio. But um, so I had done this once before with safe mode to try and narrow things down with the computer. And apologies if the camera keeps moving because I'm holding my recording off my phone as usual, but just holding it in my hand instead of using the stand. Um, but basically, I started my computer in safe mode once before just to see if it continued to crash. Um, because it's really annoying. The other day, it ended up not crashing almost all day until like late at night. It crashed once, and then the next day it crashed like 10 times before noon. And so I've had my computer in safe mode for close to 48 hours now without any crashes. And basically, I did it to try and test if it is a hardware or a software issue. Because if it's hardware, like hard drive, motherboard, RAM, anything like that, the computer would probably still crash even in safe mode if it's having issues on the hardware side. If it's something software, like infecting programs, drivers, anything like that, then safe mode will probably work. And it has been working. So that had me think, okay, maybe it's a software thing. So that's what ended up leading to the Ocarina of Time issue, where I ended up like reinstalling and resetting Windows and stuff on my computer, and forgot to actually preserve and back up the save files beforehand. So, and of course, because the graphics card stuff, I haven't been able to actually make any progress on catching up on that. But I ended up overlooking something because I didn't even know this until this time on safe mode. That there is one piece of hardware that, when you are in safe mode, is basically non-functional. That does not do anything. And like I actually already said earlier in this conversation, monologue, not really talking, having anyone talking back, so earlier in this monologue, is the graphics card. Because the graphics drivers do not load to tell your graphics card what to do. Now, sometimes in safe mode, you can have it run like the native Windows driver off the graphics card, but I'm pretty sure that with my computer right now, running it off the motherboard, I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's the case. So yeah, my graphics card right now is basically just a shelf inside my computer. It's not doing anything, and my computer hasn't crashed for almost 48 hours now. So that tells me that I'm pretty certain that the graphics card is the issue. Because I've tried to do pretty much anything else that I can think of that normally causes my computer to crash, and my computer can crash without me doing literally anything, my computer has crashed before within 10 minutes of turning it on before I can even open a window. So there's really no consistency. There's not much to test. Um, but yeah, my computer's not overheating. I cleaned all the dust, everything out. I redid the thermal paste for coolant and stuff. So it's not like it's overheating. It's not a power supply issue. I know that. I've replaced the hard drive, so it's not a hard drive issue. I would think if it was the RAM or the CPU processor, that it would still be crashing even in safe mode. So I'm pretty sure it's the graphics card at this point. With that narrowed down, it caused a new issue because it turns out that my computer is very outdated. My computer was outdated at the time I got it, apparently. I'm learning a lot about this computer throughout this process. None of it good. But because of that, it makes some of the parts a little more difficult to find because the motherboard is outdated, so things that can actually go into it are a bit more limited. But luckily, like the next step up of graphics card compared to what I have, like that's already a huge upgrade, so that'll open up more options of stuff for me to actually play and record at least. But it's not too bad, although still pricier than I would have liked. I would have preferred the RAM having an issue because that's actually fairly cheap in comparison. But hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer before I get the graphics card to where I can get a new graphics card and get that replaced. And hopefully that'll fix things with my computer. So I'll be able to actually record and edit properly. In fact, maybe I'll be able to record and edit better. And be able to do stuff in a little higher quality. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, so I don't even know how many people will watch this. I know I don't have much of an audience because I'm a small channel. I haven't really found my niche. All these hiatus is because these computer issues really have not been helping to actually maintain audience retention. The algorithm has pretty much forgotten me at this point. I'm surprised I even exist on YouTube still. Pretty sure the last time I looked at my views, my channels laughed at me. But yeah, hopefully things will smooth out, or I can actually try and get back on the curve. I need to actually get on it before I can even try and get ahead of it again. But yeah, so that's what's still happening. Hopefully I'm at the finish line. I have been dealing with these computer issues for almost a year now, and it has been so hard to find clues because it doesn't tell me errors. The only errors I get is just, hey, system shut down unexpectedly. Doesn't tell me why. Doesn't really give any sort of indication, no hint, no other error logs that are actually relevant to anything. It's really hard to fix a problem when you don't know what the symptoms are. But yeah, so that's the issue. I do still have 3 videos that need to go up. So hopefully like tomorrow, planning on taking my computer out of safe mode, and hopefully it won't crash continuously within just the first few hours of the day. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to editing and uploading some and try and record some next week, and hopefully maybe next weekend I'll be able to order a new graphics card. Unfortunately, I don't think I really know anywhere around here that actually sells them, so I'll probably have to order one off Amazon, and then it doesn't take forever to get here. But yeah, that's where the channel's at right now. That's where my head is at, because God knows I've been dealing with this computer for so long, it's eating all of my focus. It will be a delight if it gets fixed to not have to actually worry about that crap anymore. But anyways, everybody that saw this, if you want to support the channel, maybe check out a video you haven't watched yet. Inside Mine playthrough is a personal favorite. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Um, Outside of the lighthouse area, that still bothered me. Um, Undertale, I enjoyed quite a lot, and just yeah. Um, Maybe leave a like or leave some comments on the type of things you may not want to play. May not want the things you may want me to play on the channel. Give me some ideas for the future or something. Um, or subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, I've got a few videos on the pipeline. Um, got one more for Silent Age and two more for Freedom Planet. But anyways, I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. This has been going actually longer than I expected it to. So I will see you all again in the next video. Bye bye.